Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing this night harvest as we have made some pretty good progress. The weeds grew on the field after the potatoes were done growing. I'm a little bit surprised about that and a little frustrated because I'm thinking that I'm losing potatoes because of those weeds. But they didn't grow until after the potatoes. But that's funny. Cam is cool.
This harvester is going to need to be sent to the shop here at some point.
What does?
This harvester.
Oh, is it pretty beat down?
It's down to half.
I have a shop. We can repair it.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's at 25%. If you want to take a 2-minute break and run over there, we can. Once you're done with that row.
Yeah. Probably help us out in the long run.
So, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. What a wicked game you play. Being closed on Sunday. Oh, I love my Chick-fil-A. Have Flattari tune the engine and gearbox. Second to last option. Okay. Wolf says hi. Full throttle and no throttle. Wow. Poor car. So we're going to pull over here and wait for Will to catch up. And hey, QWERTY Zitter. Huh? How you doing, QWERTY?
Where's your
oh, there you go, 44.
shop app?
I'll
just follow you.
Yeah, follow me. I don't remember actually.
Is it over
give me
to the right,
give me
or
2
is
seconds. Hang on, I'm gonna go. I think it's right here, but
Yep.
Yep.
By there.
So we're going. It's over by the barn over here to the right.
Yep.
Let's see. Do a drag race since blah, blah, blah. Is the Chevy Love with a 429 Cobra Jet. Whoa. The Chevy Love. Oh, man. All right. I play 2 kinds of guitar. Electric and acoustic. But I know what you're asking. I'm just being smart, Alec. Thank you, QWERTY. Thank you. I play, I have an Ibanez RG series from the 80s that is needs some restoration work. I've got an Epiphone Les Paul custom shadow version. It has the that black that fades to silver. I think they call it a black burst or silver burst guitar. And then I also have a Fender Stratocaster. It's a Mexi Strat. And then I have a Taylor GA3 acoustic guitar. And those are my guitars. My favorites, definitely the Taylor, and I'm really digging that Les Paul right now because the Les Paul is very flexible. It can sound like a Strat, but it also has that heavy metal rock and roll classic rock sound. So if you look up Silverburst Les Paul, you'll see Les Paul Epiphone Les Paul Custom. You'll see it. They're fairly cheap. I think I bought mine from Ryan for $350. New they're about $700. If I could get a dream guitar right now, I really would dig a Stevie Vai or Paul Gilbert guitar, like an Ibanez RG series guitar. There you go. Yep, self-built Telly. Yep. Yeah, Ryan is a Telly player. He just loves Telecasters. I can't handle the Telly neck. However, Ryan got one recently that I do like the neck on. It's a little bit wider. The Telly neck, I got a fat hand, and so the Telly neck is too thin for me. Les Paul with a Marshall amp. That's right. Ryan had for a while. He had a JTM or JCM 9000 or whatever. It was it's a dual lead, but now he's using a. Oh my gosh, that's crazy! 44. Now he's playing on a Mesa Boogie dual or triple rectifier. So it is a really high-end amp. It was, I think he bought. I think he paid like $1,500 for it used or something like that. F250. That's hilarious. Yep. I also have a 5-string Ibanez bass, an old 80s sound gear with active pickups. I don't play it a whole lot, but I use it for recording. So, no, I have a Vox amplifier that I play with no pedals and a little bit of reverb. Sometimes I'll put a delay pedal on it, and then I have a compressor. I have one of those red MXR compressors that I use fairly often, but just basically delay and compressor. Those are the two pedals that I use. I get the tone. I have 2 amps. I've got a little Vox that basically just has one sound. It sounds like an AC30 though, so it's a great sound. And then I've got a Fender Champ XD, so it's got like 15 different amp sounds along with being an actual tube amp, and I really like it. It's got. I don't love all the sounds that are built into it, but there's 2 or 3 really good sounds. There's one like good rock and roll guitar sound. There's one good like really heavy metal sound. And then a ton of like good clean tones, like kind of like from U2 gritty to like all the way up to like, you know, like blues rock, stuff like that. So there's a lot of really good sounds I can pull out of that amplifier. So between those two, I'm real happy. But those Canyon delays. Now I bought a Canyon delay for Ryan, and it is a great pedal. Yeah, Ryan's got one of those, and it is just a phenomenal pedal. All right, Gator, have a good dinner. That's kind of late, isn't it? Jeez.
Yeah, 11:30.
That's more like midnight snack, my friend.
Yeah.
I would like, let's see, dream car for me. Hang on, I've told this one before, so I'm going to see if anyone can tell you on the channel that are watching right now. What is my dream car? And if you guys can't get it, I'll tell you. But I'm gonna see if somebody can get it first.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
No, don't worry about it if you can't. But I just want to see if someone can get it. I missed a spot. Yeah, see, the Grand Canyon is the one that Ryan has. It has like the weird. Yeah, Johnny Appleseeder, you're on the right track. Yep. Can you remember what car and what year? The Satsuma. It is a Porsche. That is correct.
Porsche 911, I think.
Yep, Porsche 911 73. I would really like to get the one that has the where it says Porsche on the side. I believe that's a 911. I want to say it's an S. Hang on, I'll have to look it up now. It's not the Targa, but I would take a Targa too because I like having an open top. So the Targa top is a good way to go. Yep. Well, 89 would work too. I'd prefer to get a 70s one though. I'd really like a 73 because it's my birth year. So I'd like to have it 911S. Hang on, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's a 911S. But the Targa would be good once again. $1973. Is it an S? Yep, it's the 911S. Yep. But with the one that says Porsche on it. I don't know if you guys have seen those before. They have the Porsche written on the side. Nope, we just have the pipe pushed down. Maybe this will make you feel better, QWERTY. How's that? Is that better? But I just we're lowering him down onto the ground, so I'm having the depositor deposit onto the ground, so it's low. Yeah, the Porsche GT3 is gorgeous, but I'm not into new supercars. I don't hate them. I'd take one for sure, but I like classic cars. Like I really enjoy driving Mark's car. He's got that old RX-7. It's not fast, and it's not anything like crazy good, but it's just relaxing to drive. It's reliable. You start it, it runs. It's a comfortable ride, and it just goes. Hello, William. Well, we've stripped away about half the field, haven't we?
Yeah, we've gotten quite a bit actually done.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad, but I don't know that we're going to get it done tonight.
No, yeah, about a half hour or so. We'll be able to get a little bit more done.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I'm tall and fat, so like getting into Mark's RX-7, I have a hard time. Better than it was. I've lost some weight, so I can slip in. But oh, the RX-3 is a cool car. Yeah, actually, those are like 70s, aren't they? Or is it late 60s? The RX-3. I'm trying to remember what the RX-3 looks like. That was like was it a 60s model? It's little, if I'm remembering right. Oh yeah, yep, there it is. Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah, it's little. Almost like it looks like a. It almost looks like like one of those early model Corollas.
Oh, if you're over here, I'm gonna go shoot over here.
But yeah, big fan of those the Mazdas. I'll tell you what though, the unfortunately that rotary engine, you know, that's the only downside. It's great, but it's also it revs really high, but it also is, you know, very finicky. So yeah, the RX-8 is cool, or the R8. I've heard the RX-8 is great except for in the rain, and then it's terrible. Those are hard to find, the RX-8s. Nobody bought them. Ford Focus 09. Is it like the SVT model? Sport model.
Actually, you know what I like is the, I don't mind the Ford, I think it's a Taurus.
The Taurus.
It's not bad looking.
Ford's got some good looking cars now.
Nope, I'm full.
Did you just fill up?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'll just turn around and unload down here.
You want the new Supra? Yeah. I saw they were re-releasing that. It's pretty cool looking. You know what's funny is, I don't know about you guys, but around here, you're always on my mind. No, just kidding. There was there has been a resurgence in 1980s Corvettes. Like late 80s, so like 87 to like 90, like before they switched the body styles again. Like the one between the Stingray, the ZR1, like the 80s ZR1. There's a guy down my street that's got one, and there's a turquoise one that's been cruising around town. I've just seen a whole bunch of them lately. Like there's just a lot of people are pulling out these 80s Corvettes. They're not quite classic, but they're all in really good shape. So yeah, exactly right. 44. No, I love the 80s Corvettes. I would love to have like an 80s, you know, T-top or convertible vet. So I like the 60s vets too, but I don't really love the Stingray. I'm not a huge Corvette Stingray fan. I like the 80s models, and then I like the before the Stingray models. But for some reason, I don't know why, but the Stingray model always looks for some reason, it just reminds me of a Camaro. I'm always like, it's like a slightly smaller Camaro. Whereas I feel like, you know, when you got into the 80s, the Corvette really became a distinct like muscle car. Like it was like its own thing. Whereas in the 70s, it kind of just looks like another muscle car, like another one of the same group of cars. Like I'd rather have a Trans Am from that era. If I was going to pick up like a 70s car. No, they had Corvettes with T-tops. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they had a lift out top like a Targa top, and then they had a convertible model. But I think didn't Corvette have? Man, maybe they did. Yeah, you might be right about that, Cam. But anyway, if I was going to pick like a 70s model muscle car, I would much rather have a Camaro or a T-Bird than the Corvette, because they kind of look the same. But when you get to the 80s, then the Corvette really stood out again. And of course, you know, like the 60s Corvettes and the early 70s Corvettes were very different looking. So, but yeah, T-top, Thunderbird, yeah, the Smokey and the Bandit. Love that thing. Or like the one that they had in Chips, the one that Pontius Trans Am that was always getting trashed. I'll tell you what, in that show, John Baker had that Blazer too, that Chevy Blazer. Man, was that a nice truck. It was a blue Chevy Blazer with the big wheels and everything. Man, that was a really cool truck. So you say to me, Arthur, why are you dumping the potatoes on the field? Well, when we finally get done with the harvest, you'll see. We're going to grab, for those of you that haven't seen it before, we're going to grab what's called the Nawaro mouse. Mouse. It is made by Tiger. Who is it? Europa? Who makes that? Ropa. It's by Ropa.
Yeah, it's one of the Ropa. The Ropa deal that we get DLC we got there.
And basically, it picks the potatoes up off the ground and it'll load them into a semi truck as we drive alongside it. Oh, the retro T-Bird was cool. Yep. My friend's mom had one of those. What about the General Lee? No, the General Lee didn't have a T-top. The General Lee had a fixed roof.
Mm-hmm.
What is the General Lee's a GTO, isn't it? Pontiac GTO. Or was it a Dodge? It's a Dodge Charger, isn't it? Dodge Charger. Yes, it's the very expensive way to go, but I can't stand it anymore, Cordy Zitter. We're just trying to speed things up here. Dodge Charger. Oh, they wrecked 200 of them. Oh. Yeah, I would take a General Lee. I don't think I would want it to be like the Dukes of Hazzard colors, but I would definitely be like, hey, would you like a black Dodge Charger with some orange stripes on it? I'd be like, yes. Or yellow stripes. Yep. Or a blue Dodge Charger with orange stripes or yellow stripes. I'm like, yeah, I'd take that. Yep. I was going to grab these little ones that I missed at the end here. 68 or 6. All right. Ford Challenger for Ford. Do you want to get that strip or do you want me to grab it? I can grab that in short.
Yeah, you go ahead and grab it. I'll start on.
Okay.
Don't get mess.
Feed me potatoes. Feed me. Yep, I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid. And I watched it when I was an adult. As an adult, I watched it, and I'm like, why did I like this? I like the cars, though.
Yep.
And that's what the show was about. It was about car chases and Daisy Duke.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, now I understand why my grandpa watched this with me. No, Will is not Canadian. He's from New York.
Yep.
This is Will, Big City, also known as Big City. He is in studio with me today. And we are doing some farming. Purple. Purple? What? Purple? Actually, that'd be pretty cool. Purple would be cool. We're dumping potatoes on the field. Since I don't have pigs, we don't keep them. We're just going to get rid of them. Well, what a pain in the arse this has been. But to be honest with you, considering like what a real-life harvest would be like, this actually isn't that bad, you know? I mean, well, we've been working at it about 2 hours, and we're 2/3 done, so... That's so fun. No apologies needed, my friend. Oh, excuse me. We are friends with the Canadians. They are our neighbors to the north. Hey. Speaking of which, I wonder how Paul's doing. I feel bad. I've kind of lost contact with him. Life has been so busy lately. Yeah, we do record for YouTube separately. The reason being is because streaming, for whatever reason, unless I can get a Nero, unless I can get a what do you call it? When I get accepted as an affiliate or whatever it is, or I think I'm an affiliate now. So if I get to be a partner, I get better bandwidth rates and I can raise the video quality. But the issue is not my computer. The issue is Twitch. Twitch has a limit to how much bandwidth you can send them, unless you're a Premier. And even when you're Premier, if it's busy and your stream's not as popular as another stream, oh, I went way over when I didn't need to, then you lose quality. So, yeah. Yep. So we're kind of stuck. I don't have much of a choice. I kind of just have to stream at the quality they allow me to stream at, and I'm pretty much I backed it down a little bit as far as like resolution, but I also record at the same time for YouTube, so the YouTube videos that you see do look better than they do on stream, and that's just how it is. Even with YouTube though, there still is some digital pixelation. It happens. That's part of streaming. Oh my goodness, Cordy. These weeds are making me mad because I know we're losing potatoes because of it. Yes, sir, Robert. We tied the knot. Miss Moni and I got married on Thursday, September 5th at 5:05. So we got married on the 5th at 5. Easy to remember. And now she is on her way back to the UK, and we're going to be filling out our CR1 paperwork to get her back in country permanently. So I remember that, Cam. It's cool.
Now, is that something you both have to fill out for the CR1?
Nope, I do it.
You do it?
Yep, she's going to help me put the packet together, but we do it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I am glad to hear it, too. 18-hour days, 6 days a week. Oh, my goodness.
It kind of sounds like my days sometimes.
Man, that's tough, Cordy. Yeah, that's just how it is, Nero. Sorry. Yep. There's a huge difference in quality. And that's just because of the way that the transcoders work. There's not a lot I can do about it. And Farm Sim, for whatever reason, does not do well with the transcoders. If you play other games, it's not so bad. But for some reason, when you go back and watch the quality, the Farm Sim, because of the repeating textures, it does weird things on the video. There's weird artifacts that occur, but you can't really do anything about it. But good. Well, we're glad to have you, Nero. Despite the glitchy video. Yeah, there you go, Cordy Zitter. That's good. Making money is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Especially in this game.
Yep. I think he's doing it for real life.
Yeah, real life. I worked on I used to work on a potato farm there for a couple years. It's definitely a lot of hard work.
I'm going to dump this right here.
Yeah, me too. I'm just about full.
We'll start a line here. We'll start one at the top and one at the bottom. You said, whoa, technology. I keep forgetting to turn my harvester off. By the way, Will bought me like 5 more joysticks. Thank you, Will.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the streams alive, because I'm always losing joysticks. Seth takes one to his mom's house, or one of the kids grabs a cable and loses it.
Oh, I thought they're cheap, and I'm like, you know what? I'll get you a couple extra. That way I've got one when I come over.
Interesting, Robert. Now that's interesting. That's funny, Cordy. Yeah, but you know what? If you enjoy it, and I mean, that's the whole point. The farm sim, and this is something that there's going to be people out there that just don't get farm sim. They just won't get it. But for me, it's relaxing.
Yep.
I can read comments and talk to you guys while I play because I'm not like having to like shoot somebody or like try to stay alive. I'm just playing and enjoying myself, and I get to talk to you guys while I do it, and it really works well. And then on top of that, you know, it's if you want to watch TV while you play, it's you can just enjoy the game, and I think that there's that kind of person that's going to enjoy this game, and I also feel like the same thing is true with like those RC crawlers. Some guys just aren't going to get the crawling thing. They want to go take a truck and they want to make, you know, how big of a jump can I jump it over, you know, and that's not the same kind of person that's going to like the RC crawlers. Now, sometimes it does cross over. But there's a lot of people that look at RC scaling and RC crawling and go, why would I want to do that? Except for when you actually go do it and realize, wow, this is really relaxing. It's kind of like fishing, except for I'm steering a truck through rocks. And it's just, it's that same idea. There's a certain type of person that's going to look for games to relax them rather than games that are going to stress them out. So that's a Cam. Yeah, they don't get the relaxation part. To me, it's not fun. If I'm screaming at my television because I got shot by somebody, you know, in a game, that's not fun to me. I don't know.
Well, once in a while, I like playing sniper games.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, I like fun. Shooters too. But I'm saying like the the Fortnite thing. You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be some kid that's all they do is they play that game 24/7.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, and you're never going to beat them. They're just going to kick the crap out of you every time you play. Right. They're just going to play circles around you, and that gets irritating after a while.
Yes, that's why I really don't play that anymore.
Right. So you just get angry and like quit. And I don't know. To me, this is much more enjoyable. We're working together. We're having fun. Nothing wrong with those type of games, but.
Oh, it's full. Didn't quite make it.
I'm just dumping right here.
Okay.
The nice thing is we can get these onto the field, and then once we're done harvesting, I don't have to collect them tonight. We can collect them during the daylight to make it easier to see, because the potatoes won't go bad sitting out overnight. So Cam is cool. And that's cool, Cordy. There you go. Sweet. Yep, I love co-op games. Want to grab that little snippet that I missed? Okay,
I get it.
Cool.
Maybe do a couple more rolls here.
Yep, it's ATS is the same thing. Relaxing game. Barents Sea, for those of you that haven't played it, the fishing game. That's a great game. My Summer Car. That game can make you scream and get angry for sure. That one's not a relaxing game. Are you going to do another cut?
What do you think?
Sure.
I was thinking maybe, we'll do another one.
Cool. Heroes and generals. Yeah, My Summer Car can bring out every emotion in you, and it can make you laugh pretty hard. But that's the good thing, you know. Like I like the laughter part of it. And it's getting to be hard to see because it's getting to be so dark outside now that the sun's gone down. We'll have to continue this night harvest, but
it's not so bad.
It's not horrible. So do you want to continue this tomorrow night, Will? Or do you have to? What time do you have to head back?
It don't matter. We can do it for,
If we do it earlier?
We do it for another 10 minutes and then finish. Hopefully get this finished up tomorrow.
Yep.
Sounds good.
There you go, Robert. So we're going to go for about 10 more minutes, folks, and then we will be off for the night. Thank you so much for the... oh, Robert, thank you for gifting those. Awesome. I actually do like Wreckfest. It is a fun game. We could try that. That sounds like fun, actually. It's. I always take the Trans Am in that one. I haven't played for a while, though, so... Thank you for the... Oh, thank you for the sub. Once again, Robert, thank you for giving those out. Man, Gromit's wiped out tonight.
Well, where is he?
He's on the bed.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, he's out like a light. Sweet. So Will and I will be on again tomorrow, probably, I'm going to say probably more like early afternoon.
Yeah, probably early to mid-afternoon. Probably sometime.
I may do that, Nero. I got to look into it.
I'm going to have to unload.
The downside is if I do it on YouTube, I can't reuse the content. So, oops, I filled up.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it a little bit more difficult for me to make any money off of it. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's not all about making money either, but I do. It is one of the reasons I haven't done YouTube is because I can't reuse the episodes. It just throws it up. It automatically throws it up there, and I'm kind of stuck with it. So I don't know if the quality would be much better on YouTube though, because once again, it's a live stream, so it just. Now, why is it? What's different about it than driving a car? Is it just because of all the traffic and stuff? Like you're nervous about getting hit? Because I think it would be nerve-wracking to drive a tractor on the road. People don't pay attention. Thankfully, tractors are pretty hefty, so if you get hit, usually the car takes all the damage and the tractor's fine, but still, it's a little scary. I'll get this little spot that I missed.
I'll keep going straight.
Yeah, you go straight now. I'm getting taters.
Make one more time down and
Yep.
call it a night.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Better lights, people get out of the way. Okay. Hey, have a good night, Camus Cole. Yeah, I'm going to be going to sleep here in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to say good night to Will, walk him out, take Gromit out for a potty, and hit the hay myself. Sweet. So, for ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching on YouTube, there'll be just a couple more episodes of Potato Harvest, and then we'll be done. Will and I are going to pound out this field overnight. And we'll still do episodes of that though, but we got that much field to do. So we've done a big chunk of the field over here, and we've got it.
I'd say what, probably half.
I'd say even more. I think we're over
even
half at this point.
More,
Plus,
maybe.
we got that other end done. So yeah, and now it's mostly straight line running, so that's going to make it a little bit faster too, because we're just running up the field. And so then we're going to use we're going to get a Nararo mouse and a second. We're going to rent a second truck. And or maybe even a tractor with a big trailer, big tipper, to save money, because we don't really need to have two trucks. I could just get my big tractor and pull another one of those trailers, and we'll use them to deliver the taters. Oh my goodness, Cordy. That's scary. See, the hard thing is the tractor's not moving very fast, so when it gets hit hard. It's not like sideswiping somebody. You're basically running into somebody, so... By the way, before I forget... Hey, Siri, set my alarm for 5:45 a.m. Thanks, sweetie. My other wife.
Yeah. Oh, I'm full.
Oh. Look out, folks. He's full.
Oh, Lord.
Interesting, Fine Creek. Interesting. People knew to stay out of the way.
Or just pay attention.
You're right. I'm sorry, Cordy. Yeah, it's bad. Like, I sleep through series sometimes.
Yeah, come back and grab this. Call it a night.
Actually, I gotta do the dog in the morning, though, so.
5:30.
Hey, Siri, set my alarm for 5:30 a.m.
The alarm is set for 5:30 a.m.
Oh! I was not paying attention as I did that, and I just killed a bunch of potatoes.
Oh, no.
Did I get your Siri again, Cordy? Hey, Siri. Trying to think of naughty things I can do to your phone, Cordy.
I'm surprised you didn't.
What'd you say?
I'm surprised you didn't get mine.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
No, just go to bed, Siri. She said, I'm not sure I understand. All right, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube and Twitch, thanks again for watching, guys. We'll be on again tomorrow sometime, probably like we think mid-afternoon, Will, or early afternoon before you go.
Yeah.
So we'll come on for another like hour or two. Now, I do have to work tomorrow night, so I can't stream like all day, all night.
For a little bit anyway.
But we could do it for maybe like after church or something. We'll come and stream. So like maybe from I don't know, like 1 o'clock to 3 or 1 to 2:30 or something like that.
I'll figure it out.
So anyway, have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Look forward to seeing you guys next time on Farm Simulator 19.
Yep. Good night, guys.
On the Mid-Ohio Farm. Good night, everyone. Bye.